22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And we are underway from Ford Field. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And right away, he lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Julian Okwara drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Brown with his stick skills. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Lions will take over. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Now it's a bootleg with Winston. Escaping the pressure right. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Jameis to throw it. And that will be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll try it now with Swift. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year back in week 2. And it was the Lions who got the road victory in that one. So they'll be looking to claim the season series now here at home in Detroit. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Winston now. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Isaac Yianum in there to pick it. And the Packers Raiders will take over here just shy of the 30. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Powers through, and he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Now, this defense for the Lions, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try to keep your quarterback upright.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll make it second down.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Second down at 5. Now it's Rodgers. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Rodgers. He's going to go up top again. And this is taken in at the 5. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there for Green Bay. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Jacobs. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
One more time with Jacobs. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play.
And it's a Packers touchdown. Robert Tonyan. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have taken the early lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Even though they might not find the #1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
And once more to Ruggs, this time the catch made. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. First down, Winston. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw complete here on target to Tunyon. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
For a tight end, he's got good straight-line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. That catch good for only a couple. So, Charles, we have reached the end here of a long season, Week 18, which we don't say very often, although this is not the first Week 18 that the NFL has ever seen.
Not at all, and Brandon, some of the people might be a little bit too young to remember, but back in 1993, the league experimented with giving teams 2 open weeks for the year, and we also saw Week 18 when the league was on pause for a few weeks in 2001 following the attacks on September 11th.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. They find some open field here. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 46 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They'll run it with Jacobs. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit. When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run out of the gun with Swift. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Throwing, Winston. And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Rasul Douglas picks it. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. 3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. To throw is Rodgers. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
McCann's kick is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Off the play fake, Winston. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Preston Smith in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Adrian Amos with a pick. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. And he'll find Hall. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Here's Jacobs. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Now Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Packers are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Open man is Raymond. He's got it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Play action now. Winston.
They'll find Swift out of the backfield.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Winston. Into the secondary, past the 40. And some room to roam now. And finally marked down at the 23. A big play there for Detroit.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line.
56 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Another good run there. He's been good all season long. I don't know if he's going to win that MVP award, but just to be in the discussion, obviously that means he's had a great run.
The raw numbers put him in the discussion. Can he carry his team to enough victories? Can he put them in a spot where we say to ourselves, well, an MVP carries his team to the playoffs. That's what he's going to need in order to get that award.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Once again, it's Swift.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there's another 1st down run right there.
A 1st down throw for Winston. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is going to be Packer football. A big seam, and he might go all the way. The 20. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. So the turnover forced and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. On 3rd down, it's Jacobs. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Josh Jacobs with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Packers use the short field to get in for 6. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
Yeah, difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Throw caught by Raymond. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A big play that time on 4th and 1.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed.
From the red zone now, Winston. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Perkins. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Here's Swift.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
DeAndre Swift
with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
Julian Okwara picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Throwing is Rodgers.
Open man left side. It's the tight end, Tunyon.
And he'll get nothing out of that one. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Rodgers going to throw.
A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon.
They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, the big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37.
And the Lions are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play.
So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
DeAndre Swift
with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31.
And the Lions have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
87 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
They run it with Jacobs. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
They'll run right here with Jacobs. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
From the 24, Rodgers. Flushed out right.
This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And after all those wins that they've reeled off, it seems that they finally have met their match in a big fourth quarter hole. But still, what a run it's been. It feels like they have not lost in forever. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Detroit. Henry Ruggs. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Romeo Okwara able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a fourth down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. McCann's kick up and good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the fourth.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Winston. A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Winston. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Jameis again. That's taken in by the tight end Perkins. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. To throw is Winston. He's got it complete to Perkins. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Here's Winston. Over the middle, it's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 29-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Winston now to throw on first down. And he will find his man Ruggs. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Here's Winston completing a quick throw out wide. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. To the air again with Winston. And he's got it. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Now a give to Jacobs running right. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Rodgers. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Lions are right back in this football game. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases.
Second and 10.
Here's Winston. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here's another interception. Isaac Yedem picks it.
And the Packers have just about sewn up this football game.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it?
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Well, Charles, we saw a comeback bid fall just a little short, but give them credit. They were able to hold on, withstand that comeback, and ultimately win it by the slim margin.
And bottom line, when it's all said and done, they don't ask you how much you won by. They just want to know, did you win? And that they did.
So for Green Bay,
they get that important 10th win to finish the regular season at 10-7.
And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better than average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for the Lions,
they lose a tough one here to close out the regular season as they finish at 12-5.
And they'll get their shot at playoff football as they'll be on the road next week as a wild card. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.